PTI Central Information Secretary Rauf Hassan was injured in an attack on Tuesday. Video footage shared by the PTI showed Hassan bleeding from the face. The party condemned the attack, calling it an assault on free speech and democracy. According to the Islamabad police, Hassan was attacked with a blade outside a private TV channel's office. The police are collecting evidence and have promised strict action. In the Senate, PTI senators called for an immediate response from the law minister and staged a walkout in protest. In related news about the state of democracy and free speech, over 80 civil society organizations protested on Tuesday against the Punjab Defamation Bill 2024, passed by the Provincial Assembly the previous day. The bill, tabled by Punjab Finance Minister Mujtaba Shujor Rahman, has been criticized for infringing on freedom of expression and press freedom. Critics argue it suppresses dissent and shields public officials from accountability, allowing defamation actions without proof of damage and imposing heavy fines. The bill also broadens the definition of journalists and newspapers to include social media users, raising concerns about online freedom. Civil society groups have called on the Punjab government to revoke the bill and urged the governor not to sign it, advocating for national consultations to address disinformation and hate speech online. Shifting focus to the education sector, the Sindh government announced that summer vacations for all public and private schools will start on 1st June, as initially planned. This follows the Punjab government's decision to start summer vacations early on 25th May due to severe heat waves. While Karachi will be least affected, temperatures in 9 Sindh cities are expected to rise 6 to 8 degrees above normal. On Monday, Jacobabad recorded the highest temperature at 47 degrees Celsius, with other affected cities including Mohenjo-Daro, Shahid Benazirabad, and Larkana. Tens of thousands of Iranians gathered on Tuesday to mourn President Ebrahim Raisi and 7 members of his entourage who were killed in a helicopter crash on a fog-shrouded mountainside. Waving Iranian flags and portraits of the late president, mourners set off from a central square in the northwestern city of Tabriz, where Raisi was headed when his helicopter crashed on Sunday. They walked behind a lorry carrying the coffins of Raisi and those who died with him, who also included Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdollahian. Amid escalating tensions, the UN's Agency for Palestinian Refugees has halted food distribution in Rafah due to Israeli attacks and dwindling supplies. As the situation worsens, the UN's humanitarian office reports a staggering statistic: 40% of Gaza's population, over 900,000 individuals, have been forcibly displaced in the last fortnight. Tragically, violence continues to claim innocent lives. In a recent Israeli army raid on Jenin in the occupied West Bank, at least 7 people, including a teacher and a doctor, were killed, according to the Palestinian Health Ministry. Meanwhile, the Gaza Health Ministry reports a grim toll from the latest 24-hour period: 85 people killed and 200 injured. These casualties add to the already devastating count, with over 35,000 lives lost and nearly 80,000 wounded in Israeli attacks on Gaza since 7th October.